guys, it's Kay. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I am happy to have you here. My name is Kay. I'm a professional organizer and singer here in the Boston area, and I am here to show you a space update today. So I have shown spaces in my home that I have previously organized, and some of those videos are pretty old, maybe even a year old at this point. I think I started uploading maybe in June of last year, or like late, I'm not sure, probably June of last year. But the second, I think, most popular space that you guys wanted to see, I actually haven't checked it in like today, so this may be a lie, but I'm gonna do it anyway. The second most popular space that when I was checking at the time, you guys wanted to see an update on, was the under the sink cabinet. And this is my under the sink cabinet that is in the kitchen, not the one in the bathroom. I have shown that one in a previous video. I will link it up above if you are curious and you want to take a look. Before we dive into the under sink cabinet, make sure you're subscribed if you like content like this. Go ahead and press that red subscribe button. It looks just like that, and if you subscribe, you will definitely feed a cavalier. Yes, you want to. And if you don't want to miss out on a single video, because YouTube right now is really bad about sending out notifications, I don't know if it's working or not, go ahead and press the notification bell. I hope it works, but make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss a single upload. Okay, so just for context, I live in a one-bedroom condo here in the Boston area. It is about 730 square feet, so there isn't a lot of extra space. We have one extra utility coat closet that's over on the corner here right as you walk in, and we have the under the sink cabinet. So under the sink is where people tend to store lots of cleaning items, extra bags for the trash can, things like that, sponges, things that normally have to do with kitchen cleaning. I know a lot of my clients store all of their cleaning products under the sink. That is a bit much for me. I mostly just stick to the kitchen stuff, so I'll show you how it is now. So I'll put a picture on the screen right now of how it used to look, and I'll show you what it looks like now. Okay, so before we look under there, we'll start with above the sink. As you can see, we have a big, very nice stainless steel sink here. I love this. It's big enough to put all of my pots and pans in when there's a dirty pot and pan situation, so I love that. This is the OXO sink organizer, I think it's called. I've mentioned this in like 5,000 other videos. I love it. By the way, I will link everything that I can product-wise down below in the description so that you can take a look and buy it. Just full disclosure, there will be affiliate links that support the channel. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, I always put the name of the product so you can Google it and find it yourself. This is a little cat that holds my little scour sponge. I got him from Paris, so I don't think I can really link him, but I will link a similar product. And of course we have our hand soap because we are, you know, big into washing the hands. But I'm a big fan of this. This is pretty much our over sink area. Oh, and over here we have the sink drying mat that is very popular. I think that like this has been one of the more popular things I've recommended because we have a small apartment, and I think it gets to be really crowded here on the counter. We've got this sink drying mat, so the things we have to hand wash, we just put them on there and it absorbs all the water, and we can wash this whenever it gets yucky and dirty. So love this. Again, I'll be linking this in the description down below so you guys can buy your own. Okay, here is the cabinet below my sink. It is not very big, but I will open it for you guys. Ta-da! Here it is. Now, this is the first of the spaces that I am doing an update on that actually have changed a little bit. So I will give you guys a little tour. So the main thing about this space that has changed a lot is I have downsized on a lot of items that were in here. It was really crowded, and I actually got some feedback from some of you in the first video that you said it looked a little bit cluttered. So I have gotten rid of some items in here, and it's made it a lot easier for me. I'm also battling with this mop right now. She's over in my area where I'm trying to film, and I hope she goes away soon. She's doing a really good job, but like I need her to go all the way to the other side of the room. There you go. There you go. So we can begin in the main interior of the cabinet. I have had this drawer for a long time, and I just keep repurposing it. So right now it's where I keep all of my pads for my iRobot Brava mopping robot. That is the mopping robot you were just looking at. I have moved them over here. They were previously in the coat closet, and I found that was just a little bit too far away because when I'm filling up the reservoir for the mop, I'm over at the sink, so why not move them over here? So in general, I like to try and store things where I use them, which makes perfect sense, but not everybody always thinks of that. So they were much happier over here. But this is what they look like. They're really cool. They're washable, and they get the floor clean. They have some stains from the previous cleans, but they're all very clean. I have a couple of Swiffer cloths in here for the Swiffer duster. In general, I do like to use microfiber dusters. Actually, let me just go ahead and put this on here while I'm talking about it. In general, I do like to use microfiber because it is reusable, but occasionally these do a tiny bit of a better job than microfiber, so I keep a couple on hand just in case I get impatient and want to just get her done. I also have a couple of dusting microfiber cloths in here for when I'm not so impatient. So those live in there, and I have moved all of my microfiber cloths to this little bin at the top. Now this bin came from the Container Store. I don't know if they still carry these, but if so, I will link it down below. I think they're super cute. I have a bunch of them. I think they're called the Marche basket. So this has all my microfiber cleaning cloths. I have cut down on the amount of microfiber cleaning cloths that I own because I just felt like it was getting out of control and I had too many. So this is as many as I can use and go ahead and pop in the wash and clean. If you guys have not seen my microfiber cleaning video or my microfiber cloth video, I do recommend that you watch that. If you have things that are microfiber, you should probably purchase a Guppy Friend wash bag for these because the little plastic fibers from these cloths do go into the environment and into the rivers and streams and oceans and into the mouths and digestive systems of fish, and will then go back into your digestive system when you eat fish. Probably not a super concern if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, but I eat fish 3 times a week, so I like to make sure that my fish is nice and healthy and plastic free. So please see that video. I will link it up in a card up above, and I will also link Guppy Friend down below. You can buy it at Patagonia and on their website on patagonia.com, I think. So anyway, this is my microfiber cleaning cloth. I have a bunch of different kinds. The really fine weave that are down at the bottom here work really great on glass. These tend to work really well on really tough surfaces, and the rest are kind of, whatever. This is a dusting one, but I don't always use it for dusting. Sometimes I just use it for just in general cleaning. So instead of using a bunch of paper towels, I will more likely reach for one of these. I still use paper towels because sometimes, especially when you're cleaning the bathroom, you need a paper towel, or if something is just super greasy, I'll reach for a paper towel, but I normally do like to use microfiber cloths, so I keep them right here where I can just grab 1 or 2, and I keep this little box of sponges, backup sponges here as well. Oh my gosh, what is that noise? Clover, what happened? What happened? Anyway, as I was saying, it was a food storage container, but I've repurposed it now to have my leftover sponges because I just like to repurpose things from every now and again. I think they've had like food in them, like dry goods, and they've had like Clover's treats in them, but now they have sponges in them, and it works really well. I like to have lots of backup scouring sponges because we cook a lot and there are a lot of things to scrub up. So here's my sponges, just in a little box right there. And in the back there, you can see there are some gloves. Those are my bathroom cleaning gloves. Notice they're like way in the back there because cleaning the bathroom is gross. They do get disinfected before they go back in there, but I just like to have them as far away from the front as possible because they're the bathroom cleaning gloves. He's decided that he wants to sit here for the video. You gonna say hi to the people? They miss you when you're not on film. Okay, that's Clover. He's a prince. And if you're not currently doing this, you should definitely use the size of your cabinet for storage if you can, especially if stick goods like this. This is the cleaner for the sink if the sink gets clogged with hair. I think this cost me $5 at Bed Bath & Beyond, but it is the most helpful little guy. It is gross when you clean out your sink, but it's very helpful. And these are little filament cleaners, and I love these. These are good for like really hard to get to small spaces. And again, I think these cost me like $4 or something. I bought them at Marshall's, but they are brand Casabella, but I think I will be able to link those down below as well. Speaking of using the sides, we use the sides of our cabinet to put the dish towel because I don't want to look at the dish towel. Whenever I do wash my hands or dry the dishes, I do open this and go ahead and dry my hands that way. It just became habit. It's because it looks nicer when there's no dish towel on the outside. But this is also where I hung the Swiffer, and it's hung with command hooks. So if I need to take this down or anything like that, it's not gonna damage the finish of the door. So this little hook is from, I believe this is from Interdesign. Again, I will link it down below. How cute is this dish towel, by the way? Look, it's got doggies all over it, and I love it. I think this is Cynthia Raleigh. So I mean, come on. Next to the sponges and all that stuff is the fat trapper. So we don't put saturated fats and even some olive oils if there's a bunch of olive oil down the sink. We'll go ahead and put it in the fat trapper, and this is where the extra oil lives. I know that like your grandma probably put it in like an old coffee can, and that's cool too, or like a mason jar, whatever you want to do. That's fine. We have the fat trapper. It comes with its own little bag, and you can safely dispose of it when you need to get rid of it, when it's filled up. This is actually it's not too heavy, so it's still got a long way to go. Oh, and I wanted to mention this shelf, the bottom of the cabinet is lined with a plastic liner called Plastomat. Let me get close so you guys can see it in detail. Here we go, you can see it over here. See, it's like that. Plastomat is really awesome if you have any kind of leakage at the bottom of your sink. This will protect the bottom of your cabinet from getting warped and damaged and things like that. It's got a rib side and it's got a smooth side. So you can put the smooth side down, you can put the rib side down. It really depends on you. If you put the rib side down, it's good for some airflow in case something happens with some water or moisture. I have had some leakage in here from the pipes occasionally, and it has protected the bottom of the cabinet. So I will also link Plastomat down below. I'm a big, big fan. I have lined all of my cabinets with Plastomat. Next to the fat trapper is a little bin full of my most reached for cleaning products. This is the Method Anti-Bac Cleaner, which is the bamboo scent, I think, and it smells like Sexy Man. And I really like it. And here's the Bon Ami, which I use to clean the sink and some really disgusting dishes if they need some scrubbing action, but Bon Ami is nice and gentle. It's also super cheap. We've got the little mini fire extinguisher just in case, you never know. And I've got my homemade disinfectant. So I will put a link down below to the recipe for the disinfectant, but it's basically 50% alcohol, 50% water, and any essential oil you want to make it smell nice. And here I also have my little cleaning baking soda in my spice jar so I can sprinkle it if I need to sprinkle it. So that lives there. And my extra trash bags live here too. These are for my recycle bin, but I'm out of the trash bags, but I just ordered them from Amazon, so they should be here soon. So, but normally they live there. Behind there I also have the replacements for the Blue Apple. This is a little thing that eats ethylene gas, and well, it doesn't eat it, it just neutralizes it and makes your vegetables last longer in the fridge. I will also link that down below. Big fan. And the extra bag for the fat trapper. And beside it is a little tiny, super cute step stool. And that was there the last time I posted this video, and it still lives there. I can't live without this thing because we got 12-foot ceilings, y'all. So I need some help. So whenever I need to get into the top of those cabinets, I just pull that out and I'll just put it back in when I'm done, and it's the best. So here I have on the left, I have my little extra narrow Elfa drawer unit, and Elfa is a great sort of modular shelving system, but they also make these drawer units. It's from the Container Store. And down below I have a drawer full of my trusty cleaners. I have downsized the amount of things I'm keeping down in here. So, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, I think I'm not gonna repurchase like this glass cleaner, because why do you need a glass cleaner? I can just use vinegar. And we also have this Murchison Hume like upholstery cleaner. By the way, I think this company was on a show. What's that show with Marcus? Oh, I forgot the show's name. I will link down below. Interesting company. Anyway, I'll let you guys check that out. I got some Good for Wood or Wood for Good Method cleaner. I only use that when I'm manual mopping. I can't use it with the Brava mop. Where did she go? Oh, she's over in the corner. She's getting it done. I can't use it with that mop because it'll cause the wheel treads to fall off because it's oily. It's very weird. Anyway, I've got my fabric refresher here. This is like sort of Febreze. It becomes separated, so you have to shake it up. So if I'm ever feeling like my couch or something is gross, I'll just shake this up a little bit and spray it on there. It's basically fabric softener, water, and baking soda. So if you guys want to make your own Febreze, there it is. Look at the terrible handwriting. Look how much that stinks. That's terrible. And I've also got some Barkeeper's Friend back there. I've got some Mrs. Meyer's concentrate, so I can make my own cleaner if I want to. Got some, this is actually Bona for floor cleaner, but I like to decant it into this so that I can spray the cleaning cloth for the Brava mopping robot, or I can fill it up. I usually just fill it up with water, but then spray this on the cleaning cloth, so I have a little mix of water and the stuff. Awesome. And of course, I have my trusty dog shampoo. I got a couple of comments in my previous video that said, ew, you wash your dog in the sink, but like, honestly, where else am I gonna give him a bath if he is muddy? He's not gonna walk around here all muddy. I'm gonna give him a bath. And it's not like the sink can't get cleaned. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Comment down below if you wash your little tiny dog in the sink. I do. It's not like I do it all the time. I actually haven't given him a bath in there in months because I normally take him to the groomer to get a bath and get a haircut and stuff. But if worse comes to worse, like if he gets into a muddy place, he's getting a bath in the sink. I'm sorry, I don't have a bathtub. What am I gonna do? Anyway, my gloves to clean the dishes live here, even though I don't always use this. We have a pair for my husband and a pair for me. They're two different sizes, although lately I do have to admit to use my husband's gloves a lot more because they're looser and I kind of like the way they fit. That's just me. In this top drawer, I just have a few cleaning brushes. We've got a vegetable cleaning brush. We've got a water bottle cleaning brush. This is for cleaning like grouts or things, but I don't clean grout with it. I usually just clean the sides of the sink with it because they get like really gross brown stuff, so I just go like that and it's very satisfying. And I just get that nice and clean. I also have this little guy who lives in here. He's good for getting into really small, disgusting spaces as well. And I've also got this little dude. He's I love cleaning little tiny spaces that are hard to get at. So I have a few like cleaning brushes. I will link them down below. They're all from OXO. I'm a big OXO fan, and I have this little dollar store bin, which I put the tabs for the dishwasher. So that is that. And lastly, off to the side here, I've got the fabulous microfiber cloth that is in use right now. The broom and dustpan. I can't talk today. Broom and dustpan. This, I don't use this very much just because I use the vacuum cleaner so much, but occasionally I need this to pick up the small messes. And there's a little microfiber duster back here. This works pretty well, not as well as I'd like it to be totally honest with you. It may have lost some of its static charge, so I may give it a wash and really make sure that it doesn't lose any of that static charge. Normally I like to use microfiber, but you know. And of course they're all hung up with command hooks. So again, if I have to move it, I know what to do. And this, yes, it's really hurting. It came loose from this thing and I have some duct tape just to hold it still. Not that I'm hanging anything on this double rail, but I just don't want it to look terrible. Well, I mean, what looks worse? It hanging off or the duct tape? I don't know. Comment down below. Anyway, that's where the current microfiber cloth is in use. So it's in there and it can totally dry and not be exposed to, I don't want to look at it, okay? That's basically the bottom line. So that is my under sink cabinet update. Yay. All right, you guys, that's it for my under sink update. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. I don't care. Just don't leave a rude comment about how I talk too much. I could do without it. I just hope you're having a great day or a great evening, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Stay neat.